earning that top 3 spot. This is top 4, though. Guaranteed either of these players will go home with that top 4 spot.
However, the split works with that 15 grand prize pool. Anyway, Isidroo and Boomie getting started already. The axe and the guns getting started here, and they are on Twilight Grove. So this is going to be interesting. One of these players allowed it, and one of them picked it. If I had to guess who picked it, it was probably Boomie.
Yeah, I would expect Boomie to pick this map. He's definitely a fan of this map. We've seen what he can do with it, using that right side wall to his advantage to lead to those recovery kills. Good movement from Boomie around these aerial approaches. Isidroo's really looking for the dares. That dare just under the corner. Isidroo has enough movement.
Oh!
The weapon toss connects. Boomie gets around, shoves Isidroo over to the left side. And that is going to be a reset onto the main stage for both players. But Boomie has been disarmed by the spear side air from Isidroo. He is just jump, side air, jump, side air.
That was such a close chase down from Isidroo to try to get Boomie out real early in the game. And that weapon throw was just on point as well. That was so dangerous. But right now, Boomie now turning things around, getting Isidroo off stage, but losing that weapon pickup to Isidroo, and now Boomie has to contend with that, going to pick up his own weapons himself. Now the recovery off on the side. There's a side air weapon thrown. Gotta connect! Huge play from Isidroo to take Boomie out early on.
Isidroo taking that slight lead over Boomie with that weapon toss snipe. But he needs to widen this gap. He needs to not let Boomie get that finishing blow. Almost anything will work for Boomie. He could set up with a downlight neutralite. Could be the unarmed recovery. Not quite enough. The unarmed side heavy was real close. The down air is enough. Just that little tap at the bottom of the map. And Boomie is able to even it up.
Boomie going right into it. The weapon toss, trying to get in the hit and disruption on Isidroo. Isidroo playing very carefully around these blasters. Boomie trying to get the damage combos underway, and it's starting. Tries to get the bounce off the island, but doesn't quite get it. Not yet. And the neutral sig comes out from Isidroo. The spear play not quite giving him what he wants, I think. Boomie able to outrange him with these blasters more often than not in the hold on the sig, something that you don't see, but there was no way for Isidroo to really get the punishment on that as well.
Yeah, Boomie just doing a really good job of avoiding these hits from Isidroo and getting the hits that he needs. Downlight into the recovery will lead to the kill. Boomie taking the lead over Isidroo. He has extended the second stock for so long to give himself that advantage. He gets the down air on top of Isidroo. Isidroo picking up the axe. Neutral sig comes out.
Great movement from Boomie to get the weapon pickup and the neutralite right one after another. And in the right positioning to get the conversion off that. That is huge.
A hit.
Comes back in, the recovery from way below the stage. Goes for the ground pound. Weapon throw. Does not get the opportunity to stuff and spike.
Just that angle on Twilight Grove. Bouncing players around. The recovery underneath finally finishes off the stock, and Isidroo doesn't even juggle this time. He's just like, all right, I want the axe. Downlight into the down air. Can't go for the downlight into the down sig the way that he was doing with the over him, but he's still got the axe plays. Gets the sidelight gravity cancel, downlight. Isidroo getting these big chunks, but Boomie can chunk himself, or chunk away with these blaster shots as well.
Boomie with the side air, looking for a little bit of a follow-up. Not able to get it. The side air from Isidroo in return. Almost taking Boomie out on the right side, and now on that island trying to play around it, and the recovery not going to connect. But now there's the gravity cancel, neutral sig, and recovery almost comes out a little late, and the side sig just barely missing Isidroo. And this is so close. They both have the kill options on point, and there it is.
Isidroo taking game 1 over Boomie just barely, but this might be a repeat of what we saw earlier, where Boomie versus Lil Cap, where Lil Cap took game 1, Boomie took game 2 in commanding fashion. Game 3 was looking like it was going to be Lil Cap's, and then Boomie, with a swift return, gets 2 stocks on his final and wins it out. This time it's Isidroo in the position of Lil Cap, where he took game 1, and if we saw anything from the previous set, Boomie is going to take game 2 in commanding fashion.
Boomie getting things started off real nicely with the blaster play, something that we are very used to seeing from him these days, as one of the few players that can really get the most mileage out of those blasters, which is it's very rare.
Yeah, he's arguably one of the best blasters players in the entire community at this point. He's so incredibly good with each piece of the blasters puzzle. Sidelight goes for the recovery, but he turned it around, which means he had one more frame of startup on it. and unfortunately couldn't quite get the hit onto Isidroo, but he knows that he can get this finishing blow. He knows how close Isidroo is to that death.
Isidroo trying to do the pogo into the side air.
Yep.
And there's the turnaround, the opportunity play, the recovery off the top. And that is going to do it. Isidroo starts respawning in. Boomie in the red, though, so it's not going to be too much, especially from hits from the axe in order to secure the kill onto Boomie. But Boomie is not going to give an inch right now as he just continuously damages. There's the neutral sig. It's not
gonna
enough,
kill.
though.
Diana looking like a Roland in terms of defense, just so much survivability inside of her. Isidroo looking for another one. A side air is still not enough. Goes for the weapon toss. Going to be looking for some sort of hit, but instead disengages. Side air from the spear is not enough. Weapon toss connects. Isidroo able to even it up. He took a little bit of damage there from Boomie with the blasters. He's going to be sticking with the spear this time. Didn't want the axe. Neutral light connects.
Coming in with the spear, Isidroo looking for a little bit of connection. Boomie trying to make his way back to stage with the bow. Neutral lights coming out, looking to stall for those potential blasters pickup. Isidroo looking for side light, side air, just things that can build up some damage on a Boomie, because this damage, if he lets it get out of hand, will just cost, it could cost him the game.
Looking for the side light, was just out of range. Boomie with the punish. Sends Isidroo off the gravity cancel, neutral heavy off the downlight. Not going to be the kill option, but the whip sends Isidroo flying, and that is a huge lead for Boomie.
Whipping the work off stage, Isidroo now on his last stock, game number 2. Still a game up, so this will not eliminate him, but this is the lower bracket, so Boomie's tournament life is on the line yet again.
Yet again, this is a spot that Boomie's been in a little bit here on this lower side since he got knocked down here by Simba, but he's definitely been making this run for quite a while. A lot of games played from Boomie. Side sig attempt from Isidroo, another one, but Boomie's over to the left side, avoids that final hit, and Boomie gets up safely.
Oh my gosh, the
he's just
interruption.
pummeling.
And there it is, finally finds the KO on the side sig of all things, but is still deep in that orange damage threshold, and that is not good because Boomie can find that damage, find the kills super fast. He has to get this back into an even range or turn around sooner rather than later, because once Boomie finds that weapon, it's going to get out of hand.
Oh my gosh, Isidroo with these chunks has put Boomie into the orange alongside him, avoids the side sig. Weapon toss almost connects, but Boomie just above it and had the iframes.
This could be
Boomie's running out of
movement.
movement. Isidroo knocked out Boomie!
The 2-0 taking him down!
What?